On iTunes, Acast and SoundCloud, this is the Lightning Draft. This week we'll be answering questions such as, will we ever pick first in our head-to-heads, and will Nick ever not pick Salah?
Hang on a minute.
Who did you pick last week in midfield?
Who did I pick the week before? I could have well have been Salah, to be honest.
So, game week, whatever it is, 36 in the week that City pitch invaded at home when they lifted the trophy. How did we all do?
35 then.
35.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the coming week.
No, that's not yet. We're going to review the travesty of last week first.
Right,
for me anyway.
Go on then. Go on.
I know how you all did, but how do you think you did first?
Well, since I had the fortune of, our audience choosing my teams, I'm not too convinced. I'm not too.
You know what? You say that.
The people
You came out with a decent team.
Yeah, they were nice. I wasn't nice on that Twitter poll. They were.
Everyone kind of took it as a serious which of these three players is better, instead of us just picking three random players.
They should have.
And they were like, well, obviously it's Arnautovic because the other players are injured, instead of being like, wouldn't it be funny if we gave her an injured player?
Yeah.
It's kind of what we expected to happen.
You just want me to lose. Yeah, I see.
Well, Jamie's a bit worried because you're level
after the
points with
week
him.
you had
I know.
last week, I thought the audience would have been like, give someone else a chance to win, But obviously not. They just want Phoebe to run away with it.
Well, remind us of
chosen-
our teams, because I know that I had. It was looking pretty bad going into the Everton game for me.
Not so much. You had three, what I'd call a high score. But I'll go through the teams in full now, starting with you, James, if you wish. In goal, you had Karius, which scored 2 points. Mustafi, 1 point. Oxlade-Chamberlain and Walcott, 4 and 8 points.
Big midfield,
respectively.
like
And Jesus up front getting you a decent 7 points. So
that.
overall
The penalty
there,
that was very disappointing.
you got 22 points.
You know what? I'll have that.
That is not so bad.
Yeah, considering my defence, which was pretty appalling. I was really annoyed though because I picked Mustafi because I wasn't sure Monreal would play, and then Monreal goes and gets scores. So
Monreal has been a dark horse this year. He's popped up with an assist and a goal from left back.
At least twice.
Yeah.
I think there's been a lot of dark horses. You couldn't guarantee anyone this season.
We just never pick them on the right weeks. I'll start with my goalkeeper. Foster, 1 point. Tarkowski, 5 points, which was my high score in the end. Ozil. Ozil.
You've ruined the ending here.
Ozil it goes down. Ozil with nothing. Foden with 1, which was a gamble whether he'd play or not, and Tosun with 2. Which
That's awful.
It's terrible. Which gives me a grand total of, it doesn't even take me long to work it
Almost
out.
less than 10.
9 points.
Yeah, exactly.
It was less than
That is
10.
bad.
9.
And Ozil didn't play, so another bagel.
Yeah.
No.
He was clearly upset after Wenger left, or said he was leaving. Nick, then, in goal, Edison, 6 points. Robertson, no points.
Worst start.
Perez, 2 points. Salah, 7 points. And Aguero to cap it off with nothing, which gives you 15 points.
That's not too bad.
Consider 3 players.
I literally had a message in 20 minutes after the podcast went up being like, does Nick know that Aguero is undergoing knee surgery and is out for the rest of the season?
What an awful question. Obviously not.
Yeah, he thought you put it in there.
Whoever asked you that was ridiculous.
Well, I couldn't name it shame.
Clearly I didn't know.
And finally, Phoebe to go. The people spoke and gave her Pope with 2 points. Otamendi, nothing. Arnautovic, 6 points. Mane, 3 points. And Firmino, 1 point, which gave you a grand total of 12 points.
It's not
Which,
much.
considering I didn't pick the team.
I looked
isn't
at that
bad.
team and I thought, how has this happened? Phoebe wasn't even there and has the best team. But then...
Yeah, but the best players don't always give the best results, as we've seen.
So remind me, how many points did Nick get?
Nick got 15.
That's lower than 22, isn't it?
That is lower than 22.
And 12's lower than 22.
We might have to check.
Yes.
9 is definitely lower than 20.
James,
so I
you
won.
did win.
You did win. Well done.
Yes.
You've won the battle.
Back into
Walcott.
second.
You cashed in on Walcott and Jesus.
So that means 3 points for me, 2 points to Nick, 1 point to Phoebe, and none for you. Which means that the scoring is Nick in first with 25 points, me in second with 19 points, Phoebe in third with 17 points, and
me
Jamie,
with
what position are you in?
Last. 4. I'm 4th, so still getting Champions League with 16 points.
But it's still very close.
Still qualifying for next year's podcast.
However, there's only, if it's game week 36 next, then 37, 38, so there's 3 weeks left. Nick has a 6-point lead.
So
Next
basically,
week's
Nick will
big.
have to lose.
So you could win the title this week,
This week, yeah.
barring any random another double game week kind of.
Oh, this will be
Instances.
a bigger trophy lift than the City.
I might have to get Allardyce into
What studio invade? All your fans coming in, pouring
Team
in through
Nick.
the doors.
I'll get some
Thoughts,
banners made.
thoughts on the new studio, by the way? It's very nice.
I'm enjoying it. I quite like the view.
Lightning Draft HQ.
Yeah. Out
It's
into
very
the
orange.
city.
Yeah, very orange. Different. Yeah, you'd have thought purple would have been more our sort of colour, but
Well, they're predicting my victory
yeah.
because of the ginger hair.
Right. We've got a really nice view out there, but it's not
Miserable.
brilliant weather. Yeah, we had the podcast in the park.
Days ago.
Yeah, literally days ago, because it's been such a quick turnaround over game weeks, and now it's all pretty miserable.
Well, it's England for you, isn't it?
There you go.
Gone from 27 degrees to what? 12?
Right, well, that was a brief segue from fantasy football to the weather. Back to you, Jamie.
After a miserable week 35, we go to a sunny week 36. Can we have the fixtures, please?
That's the reverse of what is happening. It was a sunny game week 35.
No, I mean in fantasy football. It was miserable for me.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, for me.
Oh, well, I had a
Ah.
bloody great time.
I could get the fixtures if you want.
So, up this week for game week 36. Have you got the fixtures already? Go for it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do have the fixtures for this week.
I said to you because you had it. And then you're like, I can get those for you. Let's just get off the fixtures and go back on the fixtures.
He wins one game week.
Okay, so this Saturday we've got Liverpool versus Stoke, Burnley v Brighton, Crystal Palace v Leicester, Huddersfield versus Everton, Newcastle v West Brom, Southampton v Bournemouth, and Swansea versus Chelsea. What do you think about Saturday? Anything interesting?
Well, obviously Liverpool, but then Stoke still can stay up. So, you know, they're not going to push over.
Liverpool
West
have got a
Brom
game
showed-
midweek though.
Yeah, and West Brom showed what, you know, can happen to Liverpool in the last 10 minutes of a game.
Yeah. I said West Brom would be up for it. Shane McLean didn't score.
Yeah, it is a shame.
Even though no one picked him.
It's a shame because, you know, that still would have given you... What?
No,
How many would he have had to score?
I didn't have him in my team, but I just wanted to prove a point that he's a decent player. I picked him for Phoebe, but sadly the public didn't.
Oh, right.
Although we do have Man
very
United versus
generous.
Arsenal on Sunday.
Big game.
That's a big game.
Is that a untouchable one?
If Arsenal hadn't
past.
have gone riot at the weekend,
Yeah.
maybe not. Well,
And also United and Chelsea now probably looking at that FA Cup final, as well
Yeah.
as half a look at the league.
Well, as well as picking our own individual teams, we've got slightly different head-to-head this week, haven't we, Nick?
we do. We've got people who have I don't know if they've ever done fantasy football or not. They're more into their music. Nottingham-based band April Towers have picked a five-a-side team to play against us.
So
Mad.
we've decided that since it's been 4 weeks and 4 losses in the head-to-heads, we'll take on someone that's not a fantasy football podcast because clearly we don't know enough.
Well, we've broken the
So-
world of fantasy football. Now we can break
We
music.
haven't won a single...
Next year we'll break
Well,
America.
because we don't pick first.
It'd be
This
a
is
bit
the-
embarrassing
we
though if we
did first
lose.
this week and we lost. So this week we played FPL Unique, who is, as far as I can tell, just some guy who messaged us asking if we could he could play us this week because, you know, we didn't have the time between game week 35.
Because he thought it was an easy win.
He did, and he was right because we picked first, and he smashed us, didn't he? He had Lacazette. That was no beating that, you know. But then the irritating thing is he originally picked Ozil, but we already had him. So had he picked first, he'd have got the bagel. So I wouldn't say we got the bagel.
I don't know what this is about. Is this because we've got
Zero.
a camera now?
Zero.
We're going for this bagel.
Multimedia. you know,
Bagels.
in your ears and in your eyes.
We introduced bagels in the
Lightning
first week or two, wasn't it? When we had a whole discussion about bagels.
Oh, I was so thick. I only realised why we kept saying bagel a few weeks ago. It's in the shape of a zero.
It is, yeah, mate.
Yep.
Why did you think I said bagel?
I don't know. I just thought it was some sort of saying for ages. I just didn't really listen to what you were saying.
They're known for, actually. In fact, that's the only thing that bagels are really known for.
The hole in the middle.
Having a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
And being circular.
Just one of those things you don't really think about.
I just think it was a random thing James was saying. Bagel.
Yeah.
No player.
Just like when you say zilch. What's zilch?
To
Zero.
be fair, though,
Yeah.
to be fair, it took me up till the age of about 17 to figure out why scarecrows were called scarecrows.
Oh yeah,
It's exactly the same.
'Cause they're scared.
No, obviously. How could you not have known that?
Mad. Well, you know, you don't really look at it like that, do you? It's just
But I've never really thought about it. But it makes
Things you
sense.
don't think about,
Yeah.
Okay.
the lightning draft do agriculture. Mad.
Fine. Right. Well, should we find out how April Towers got on with their five-a-side team this week?
Please.
It's Alex here from April Towers, and it's an absolute pleasure to be picking the official five-a-side team. I have been in cahoots with my bandmate, Don't Worry Charlie. This is all a joint decision based on the team. So here we go. In goal, we've gone for Burnley's Nick Pope. He's had an absolutely fantastic season. I remember watching him in his York City days. It was unbelievable. You knew that he had some sort of talent. It's great to see he's recognised for England. Burnley, home to Brighton. I think Brighton are cruising now towards the end of the season. Burnley in amazing form, and I don't see there being many goals in there. So I think Popey could be a good option. In defence, we've gone for Chris Smalling at Man United. Man United are home to Arsenal this weekend. He's been fantastic again this season. It's a bit of a mystery that he's not going to the World Cup. But again, I think that United are going to be really, really tight at the back. I don't think they're going to give Arsenal much, and he could spring up with a goal as well. Chris Smalling is known to do that. In midfield, I've gone for Wilfried Zaha. Crystal Palace at home to Leicester. They need probably one more win just to be completely secure in the Premier League next season. And I think Zaha, after watching him against Watford, even though there were no goals, he was the player where everything revolved around. And I could easily see him nabbing a goal or at least a few assists, which will help our points. The other midfielder, where else do we look? Mohamed Salah. Liverpool at home to Stoke. They should win that game very, very comfortably. There might be a bit of a hangover from the Champions League, but I fully expect Salah to add to his tally and score a couple of goals and break Premier League Fantasy League history, I believe, if he gets one more assist or something like that. But Salah is in the team. And up front, we've gone for Newcastle United's Iosi Perez. He has had another fantastic season. Newcastle bang in form. Rafa Benitez has done a brilliant job this season of steadying the ship. And I believe next season Newcastle are really going to contend in that top half. So there we go. Nick Pope, Chris Smalling, Mohamed Salah, Wilfried Zaha, Iosi Perez. And that's surely a winning team.
So that was Alex from April Towers who submitted his team on behalf of the band, and it was Pope, Smalling, Salah, Zaha, Perez. Some good players in there.
But then also some really ropey ones.
Like Smalling.
Zaha.
He's
Perez.
I picked Perez last week, I'll have you know.
And how'd that work out?
2 points.
Well, I came second.
It's not first, is it?
I really wanted to go for Salah as well.
Did you?
Some mocking.
I've picked him once.
So I wouldn't
So
have
I think everyone has a fair amount of picks for Salah. That's the way it works.
Right, we just
I believe.
it's like joint. What is it? Ownership
I reckon
or whatever.
there's a correlation between the people at the top and the amount of times they pick Salah going down.
What is it? When that's it. Dual custody. We all get 1 week with Salah.
You can have
taking
Salah.
turns.
You can have him at the weekends. I'll
have him for top 3
I'll
games.
take him
You
to
can have-
training.
Okay. Well, what are we doing for the order then? If we're going to pick our five-a-side team now, then.
We have to pick a 5-side team.
Jamie, you can pick first. Phoebe second. I'll go third. And then Nick last.
Cool.
Probably
Yeah.
the order. It's the reverse order of the
Fine,
league.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that. However, I'm just going to put out that I did pick first last week. It got me nowhere.
And yeah. Well,
Oh,
pick
how
first
noble.
and see if that works.
Well, so
just a bad
I was going to say that's nice of you.
Don't like it.
if you can do better this week.
I will. If I'm picking first, I will start with my striker, and I'm going to go with Giroud.
You absolute weapon. I was going to go for him.
Oh, I thought you were going to moan.
No, I was going to go for him.
I'm going to moan.
Good.
But we'll
Good
see
pick,
if he gets picked first. So, Phoebe?
I'm going to go with my goalkeeper first. I'm going to pick...
Is it going to be Pickford?
No,
Oh,
it's not going to be Pickford.
It's obviously going to be Romero.
No, not this time. De Gea.
Fair.
Big fixture.
Man United. Against, I think I'll get some points with that one.
At home as well.
Yeah.
Harry Kane.
Typical Spurs.
Spurs fan, yeah.
He's due. He hasn't scored for bloody ages, has he? I think he scored last
It's not
week.
like a baby. It doesn't get to a certain point and I go, well, they're going to have to squeeze one out now.
Well, that's what he did with Shelby. He was due a goal, he said.
He was.
First goal in 3 years, and he picked
Really
him.
late.
It's a really
there.
long
That was
pregnancy, that is.
really.
Yeah.
He was quite worried about the health. Go on, yours.
I'll have De Bruyne and Mahrez.
Two strong picks.
Interesting.
Common pairing.
Yeah, the Algeria.
No, on fantasy, I mean.
I'll have Pickford.
Big.
Phoebe?
I'll have Hazard as one of my midfielders.
Solid choice.
You're not allowed to put him in defence. That's just not on.
No, he's my midfielder.
And I know.
Oh, what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I've got two. Oh, I'm gonna go for Forster for Southampton, home to Bournemouth, and for my second, I'm gonna go for. Oh my god, I forgot. Son, please. Also,
Who are you saying please to?
just the rest of you, so you don't moan. I don't know.
Aren't
very
you
polite.
meant to be writing this down?
I am. I've remembered all of them. That's lucky. Off you go, Phoebe.
I'll pick Sanchez, please.
Okay.
And I need a defender.
Stad, you want to be another? I'm not sure you got another go, have you?
Oh no, I don't. Okay.
I'll have Tomkins from Crystal Palace.
Wow, never been picked before.
What an awful decision.
Well, I don't think Leicester have got it in them. You know,
I don't
they're
think
playing
Crystal
for nothing.
Palace have it in them.
I think they do.
Absolutely not.
Got a clean sheet last week.
Good for them. Absolutely won't happen again this week.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
We will. Is it my go?
It is.
It is.
Double from you.
I had who's I going to pick? Not sure if he still plays, but I've got a big enough cushion, so fuck it, I'll go for it. Christensen from Chelsea. Is that his name?
He definitely. I don't think he does.
Yeah,
He might
maybe.
do.
Who knows? I haven't really paid much attention to him for a while.
And
You got one more.
I do indeed. Who to go for? Rondon.
Who is Rondon?
He plays for West Brom. He's in a relegation dogfight.
did all right.
He's playing for his
Recently,
life.
you know.
Scored at the weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, and I guess that's back to me. So I will go for.
You'd guess wrong.
Oh, have I? Oh, what's
As
it?
you
It
me.
goes to James.
Back
Yeah.
to James.
How many weeks have we been doing this?
I
for?
still don't understand
It
how this
still
works.
gets confusing, especially when you're not.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like the audience this week will know. In the order, it's very.
Well, then when I said, what order should we do this in? You should have said, well,
I should have done, yeah.
Let's do it in this
Phoebe
order.
first,
Instead of
James
just
second. Yeah.
silence for
Why
5
didn't
seconds.
Why didn't we switch places or something?
Sorry.
That would have been comical.
What, just to confuse
Benny
the team?
Hill music underneath.
For goodness sake. I don't really know. I'll pick Lucas Moura, please.
Who are you saying please to? And why are you looking at me as if that's like the world's biggest decision ever? He's like an average player. Good for you. Well done.
Yes, him, please.
Right.
It's a shame Chupo's still injured.
My final two.
Jimmy, feeling the pressure.
I am feeling the pressure because I need to win this week, like desperately. Final two. I'm going to go for Rooney.
I considered picking him this week.
And I need a defender. Let me just check.
You've already picked a striker.
Rooney's a midfielder.
Rooney's a striker.
No, but he had Perez last week.
Let's get out.
He's not played striker all season.
He hasn't played striker since like 2012.
And he had Perez last week. He's surrounding the referees.
Hang on.
I think we should allow it since Jamie's in 4th place.
Steady on, Phoebe. That was you not long ago. Don't forget where you came
It will be me next week.
Don't forget your roots.
And Harry Maguire to cap it
What
off.
a boring pick.
Yeah, that is boring. Even Rooney, even breaking the rules, you're boring.
Gotta win.
If you're gonna play someone out of position, you may as well have put fucking Begovic up front. Do something with some sort of excitement.
Well, you said that Phoebe couldn't have Hazard as a defender earlier. Actually, do you know what? Put him in defence, Phoebe.
Do
Why
you
not?
have him?
Yeah, it'd
Oh,
be
yeah,
a
he's my
hazard.
midfielder. No, I'm keeping him there. I get to pick, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm going to pick Van Arnholt from Crystal Palace for my defender.
Interesting.
Has he been picked before? I don't know
I
if
don't
he
think
has.
he has.
No, I don't think so.
And a forward, I want to pick a Brighton player.
Again, I don't think you got 2 in a row.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Off you go. I haven't picked my last one.
So it kind of.
I've just realised we change every week.
If you're on the end,
every
it
week
goes
we
twice.
change.
What do you mean?
Because last week all 3 of us had 2 picks.
Yeah, that's... Well, actually, I wasn't here last week, so...
We were a few cans deep.
Yeah, it was in the park. It was sunny. The rules weren't really
Heat
that.
stroke.
I really am struggling for another midfielder. It's crazy.
And your first one was Lucas Moura.
Exactly. I'm gonna be big here.
Good.
Ooh.
Arnautovic at City.
What an awful decision that is.
City've
Yeah, but
got
they could
nothing
just-
to play
they-
for. They're on their holidays. They've won the league. No cups left. Arnautovic, he's the only West Ham player who's ever going to score. Why wouldn't you back him?
Because it's against City.
They've conceded goals before.
Your mom just can't be proud of you with that pick. That's how you've got to
Does
do
she
it.
listen in? That
Mom.
Yeah.
I've just written in Van Arnholt. It's corrected to Banana Holt. Sorry, I just thought I'd share that with
Grant's brother.
Interesting.
Yeah.
To be fair, I back you to have probably pronounced it as that at one point.
Did you?
I'm gonna go for because you
Well.
just randomly put Spanish knowledge in there, so you would have seen the V and gone B. Like,
Are you surprised, don't I?
yeah, they
Yeah, they do.
What?
I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it?
Vamos.
But why would I
It's
say-
Vamos,
Yeah.
not
No,
Vamos.
but what do
That's
they
good
say?
that you
Why would I
could
go ban?
think of a word beginning with V.
What do
in
they
Spanish.
what do they
Spanish.
substitute for the B sound?
Something like that. Heh.
What? Bernardo Silva is Spanish.
It's Portuguese, my friend.
Same language.
No.
And if it was Spanish,
Similar
it would have been Bernardo
Fairly.
Silva. No, I'm joking.
Anyway,
I don't know what the
I
B
did
sound
pronounce
is.
it right, so...
I might remember by then. You did.
I did.
Whose go is it, by the way?
I've still got one more.
I
You're trying to get an extra goal all the time. She's just.
picked my whole team.
Well, I've got one left. Do you want to go for yours, Phoebe? Do you want to pick your last player?
Yeah, I'll pick mine.
That's nice.
Thank you. I'm going to pick Murray from Brighton.
Glenn.
Nice.
Look what I've started.
Go on. It's a disease. It'll get you next, James. Murrayitis.
Have I picked Murray before?
I don't think I
think
picked
so.
Murray before.
That's what I'm saying. I have. Jamie started it. Now you have. It'll get you.
One day you'll pick Choupo-Moting as well.
I have before. I'm fairly sure.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely been around a bit.
All right.
He's the village bicycle.
Right. It's just Nick to pick then.
It is. Make
Yeah.
it count.
Goalkeeper, am I right? Screw you all. Screw on Arnautovic. Edison. Fuck it.
And who is
Going down.
We're going for the win, lads.
who is City's subkeeper when they got rid of Caballero?
Bravo.
Bravo. That's
Bravo.
I reckon Bravo will play.
No way. They wouldn't.
Guardiola would be horrible not to put his second choice keeper in now till the end of the season.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to change field weakened sides. You can't make a certain amount of changes.
keeper.
Yeah, but why would you swap a keeper when you could swap an outfield player, when you've got a limited amount of changes you can
Also,
make.
he's
To
got
keep
quite
Bravo
he's got
on
quite,
side.
He's got quite a young squad. Bravo's like 34 now. You don't want to get him out
Do
the
you reckon
door.
he's getting rid?
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Is Bravo done a Schwarzer whereby he's not played all season but won a medal?
He'll win a medal, I think.
Schwarzer did that twice. He didn't play a minute all season but still got a medal. 'cause
Well,
was
wasn't
on
he
there.
the Leicester backup?
He was the Leicester one and the Chelsea one.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got a good agent.
Now he's got a career in punditry. He's got a very good
Do you
agent.
know what I've just realised? These girls are going to be in our video
Okay,
behind.
Shout out to them.
there you go.
Schwarzer should do a podcast called
Yeah, he's
The View from the
35.
Bench. But he had a good view as well. He's like 6'6".
Yeah, it'd be sick though, like, you know, getting paid, what, 30, he must have been 30, 40 grand, certainly at Chelsea, a week,
Yeah.
to just, you know, have a kickabout as your, you know, normal day activity, and then
train.
sit on the bench and watch Premier League action every week.
Yeah,
It's
front
not
row.
bad hobby, is it?
First choice of shirt swaps with any players, because everyone's going to want yours, because it's not really been worn, it's not going to smell.
To be fair, shirt swapping doesn't really happen anymore.
Ridiculous.
But why would you
That's
want...
what happened the other
That
day.
is a lost art, actually. That's a
It
good
is.
point.
Apart from when small teams play bigger ones in the FA Cup and they all run over to like
Havington, Waterlooville. The one guy was determined to get Gerard's shirt back.
Yeah, I remember that. Alfie Potter, whatever he was called.
Oh, of course you know.
I just remember
Sorry, bit of knowledge.
because I remember the BBC kept calling him Harry Potter.
Are you waiting for some sort of like Slumdog Millionaire moment where
Yeah.
like HQ
So, give me
trivia
£1 million.
at question 12? like-
player that tried to get Stephen Gerrard's
Should we pick our combined 5?
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's
We'll
true.
run through the teams first because I've already forgotten what everyone else picked.
Sadly, so have I.
You wrote it
My
down.
fingers weren't fast enough. I was too busy laughing at Banana Hult to get the teams.
I'm taking my headphones off.
I can
Just
tell
for
you,
decoration.
I have Forster, Maguire, Son, Rooney, Giroud. Nick has Edison. Insert 4 players. Can you remember your team?
Oh my god.
Insert your place.
I literally
I
said at the start to
Yes,
write
but I
stuff.
forgot. Just like you forgot the podcast was happening once, I forgot to write down the players.
Let me have a look at the fixtures. I'll be able to remember my defender. Christensen,
There we go.
Mahrez, De Bruyne, and I went for a rogue striker, didn't I? Rondon.
De Bruyne, I used to pick him a lot. Maybe I'll pick him next week.
You
Just
haven't
to let
goes
you
before
know.
Phoebe.
No, I think that would be a bad shout because I don't think he's going to get played either.
Yeah, like choosing City players at the moment is such a gamble.
It is a gamble.
Because
the Heart's not-
Otamendi, who's
the
played
Heart-
every bloody
the
game,
Heart's
didn't
not
play
even
last
in
week.
it as well.
Yeah. Apart from Sterling, who's determined to get England starting.
Oh, and
Place.
no,
I
he's
think
out
he
there
will
running
anyway.
for top.
Yeah, probably.
Well, actually, no, he might want to not play. So what if he gets injured in a nothing game? How
That's
tragic
true.
would that be? Does a Rooney.
Hmm.
James had Kane, Mora, Arnautovic, and your goalkeeper and defender were.
So when I said,
Yeah, we've already
Write
got.
this down.
We've got.
You
past the
said,
point.
don't worry, I remember.
I remember 3. We've got past the point of I've not written them
Tompkins
down.
and Pickford.
Thank you. There we go. That's all I needed.
What 2 tragic picks they are.
That's a very boring pick. Boring picks. Tompkins and Pickford.
You know what? Pickford is boring. I concede, but
I reckon.
it's nice to recall him. You know, for what
To
it
be fair, I
is.
think I've gone for the most interesting team. I haven't gone for a boring pick.
No, Van Aanholt I was very impressed with. Glenn Murray's always a good one.
And the rest of your 3 players.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was.
And
Oh, you actually
Really, that is.
Oh, you
yes.
don't. Oh, God. Okay.
I didn't even look at the script. That was a
absolutely
bona
didn't.
fide
You-
joke.
I don't know who I picked.
for goodness sake, Jamie, you had what? Right, what have you got so far? What have you got on so
Van
far?
Aanholt and Murray. We've
I put
got
De Gea. I put De Gea
Hazard.
Hazard.
and
De
Hazard.
Gea, that was it.
De Gea, whatever his name is.
Murray.
No,
No,
Murray's got.
He's
De Gea-
he's another midfielder.
So you're missing one, aren't you? It's going to be a Crystal Palace player, I think.
Was it James Tompkins, was it?
No, it wasn't. Wait, so what have I got left?
A midfielder.
Midfielder.
Midfielder. Okay, let's check.
Thing is, the people listening to this will know what this other person was.
They're just screaming
Wow.
at the TV. Like, ah!
Who did I pick?
I'd be very amazed if someone went
Did
to
you
the
pick
effort
De Bruyne?
of watching this on the
I didn't know.
I picked De Bruyne.
I don't want to break it to you, Phoebe. I hope it's not a bad omen, but when I put De Gea in it,
Sanchez.
spell checked it.
Yes,
there we
that's
go.
what it was.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, it was. Yeah, you are right.
Be a bad omen, but De Gea spell checked to defeat. So, if United lose,
I really am enjoying the in-depth knowledge of your phone's autocorrect this episode.
it's cracking, isn't it?
No.
Everyone get an iPhone.
Okay.
So let's run down the teams one
Again.
more time. Jamie, me, has gone for Forster, Maguire, Son, Rooney, Giroud. Nick has gone for Ederson, Christensen, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Rondon. James has gone for Pickford in goal, Tompkins, Arnautovic, Lucas Moura, and Kane. And finally, Phoebe has gone for De Gea, Van Aanholt, Sanchez, Hazard, and Murray. Very good midfield, that, actually, Sanchez and Hazard, on paper.
Yeah, but Sanchez has got Arsenal, isn't he?
He'll be up for it though, won't he?
Yeah, but they might sub him and then cut or have him on the bench and bring him on in the 80th minute when the game's already won to get all the boos. And
Well, we'll just
I
wait
reckon
and
he's good
see.
in a hostile environment.
yeah, well, all eyes will be on him anyway at that game. So because they've hardly got anything to play for, the two of them.
United still have the FA Cup.
Yeah, but that's going to be
And to be
that'll
fair-
be the
to be
Sky
fair,
Sports narrative for that
It
game.
is
though.
Sky
United can
Sports
still
as
drop
well.
out the top four potentially as well, like if they really fuck up. So
Yeah,
right. So out of those 20, we need to pick what we think collectively is the best 5.
okay, go through the keepers.
Forster, Ederson,
Maybe.
Pickford, and De Gea.
De Gea.
Edison.
I'd go for Ederson.
Okay, Edison then. I'm outnumbered.
Well, Jamie, you could.
De Gea could concede.
I don't know. I think
won't.
Edison's the only one on there that's not guaranteed to start.
Okay, I will take the loss on the entire series
Oh.
if Edison doesn't play.
James will take.
It's recorded. Don't worry. You need to write it down.
No, just in pay.
You write that down. The fucking team's down.
What James is going to lose? Yeah, I'll write that down. Right, defence. We can go for Van Aanholt, Tompkins, Christensen, or Maguire.
Who are Crystal Palace playing?
Palace are at home to Southampton, I believe.
I think it's
Home to
Leicester.
Leicester. Home to Leicester. I'm happy with Van Aanholt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Means my player.
Right, and then in midfield we have.
Quite interesting defender picks though, in general.
Yeah, I was
Apart from
thinking
Jamie's
that.
Maguire.
Yeah, that isn't interesting at all.
Right, okay. So are we going for midfield pairings like last week, or
Yes. Well, no, just
or
pick,
we'll just pick?
yeah.
Okay, so the midfielders we've got to choose from are Rooney and Son.
We can't pick Rooney because there'll be an absolute inquest if we win our first head-to-head playing 2 strikers.
But he's going to play midfield.
Move him out.
Okay.
Mahrez, De Bruyne, Moura, Arnautovic, and Hazard and Sanchez.
I think if we picked Hazard, we'd have picked him for the 3rd week in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm wanting to disregard him. I'm happy to pick Sanchez just because of the whole, Sky
Plot.
Sports narrative. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
who
sure.
else?
Son.
I was going to say Son.
I guess Son.
Oh, we do pick him a lot though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
would have
do.
picked him 3 weeks in a row. I think Hazard and Son are both our midfield pairing every bloody week.
So Sanchez and what's one of yours, Jamie?
I had Son and Rooney, but we've
We can't do
what
that.
did you have?
both of those out.
Mahrez and De Bruyne.
Arnautovic.
De Bruyne then, I guess.
Arnautovic scored last week.
No,
Oh.
no, absolutely.
I'm happy to vote for
Let's go, yeah.
Arnautovic.
Oh, I think De Bruyne.
Arnautovic.
I'm up for Arnautovic.
It seems we're at an impasse. Now.
Your vote is
Obviously De Bruyne.
2-2.
2.
Well,
Paper, scissors?
Yeah.
I've got a con.
which hand's the memory stick in?
We might just do a coin.
Phoebe, have you got a game for us to play?
Right, heads it's De Bruyne, tails it's Arnautovic.
£2, I must do well.
I purposely picked it. Shove it past all the 5p's. Heads.
So just for anyone,
I
who
was just
couldn't
going to
see,
take that to the camera. Thank you, James.
So tails.
It was heads.
Heads.
Tail.
Heads,
You can
heads.
see quite clearly. That's a tails.
De Bruyne will be our second midfielder.
And
But
finally,
we don't want to be boring.
well,
We don't want to lose.
the coin's
We are going to
spoken.
lose.
Can't leave
They've
to a
got
singing group.
Perez.
The coin has spoken. Right, finally up front we can either go for Glenn Murray, Harry Kane, Rondon or Giroud.
I'm happy with Giroud.
I'd take
Because I
Giroud.
was
Well,
gonna-
three of us were going
Rondon.
to pick. Well, you were going to pick Giroud.
No, I was
You
not
re-
going to pick Giroud.
Yes, you were.
I was going, because that's a shit pick. Not because, I
No,
was
you went,
gonna pick
I was
him.
going to pick him as well.
No, he said that.
No, that's what you said as well.
Do you want me to...
We can-
do you want,
we
do you
can
want everyone at home to rewind on this?
We can rewind. You went, yeah, me too.
Well, we'll pick.
No, I bloody well didn't, because I would never, in my right
You would
mind,
never have picked a
pick
player
Giroud
that's in form.
that never bloody plays.
Well, I'm just going Murray. My pick.
Likes his standard English, James
Murray.
Tompkins,
Murray.
no mess.
I'll take Murray.
You've already said Rondon.
No, I'll take Murray.
No, we're taking your first vote. So
This is not. This is a democracy.
steady on the levels. Rondon, Murray, and then both of us are going for Giroud. I think that's
No,
2-1-1.
No, that's clearly 2-2.
2-2.
We'll go for the coin again. You know, in fact, Twitter can decide, both of them. Arnautovic and De Bruyne.
No, I think with the coin spoke on that one.
No,
I
I'm
was in
happy
favour.
to
The
do.
coin has spoken.
I didn't
Why
get
don't we
this
do
too
Twitter
good out
for this
nothing.
one then?
All right, we'll do a Twitter, Murray
Or Giroud.
or Giroud.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
That's
Okay.
I'm happy. It'd be 3 of my players if Murray gets.
Yeah. Well, remember that, what was it, game week 34, where every single one of our individual teams would have beaten FPL Academica except for Jamie's, and we lost.
Yeah.
So, really, Nick, careful which side you're picking on all these decisions, because it's clear to me that Jamie is the weak link in this whole collective.
Wow.
Well, shit.
Well, you're bottom of the league, Jamie.
At the
You know-
moment, what after
I've come
it
up.
sways every
I'm no
week.
longer down the very bottom.
What do you mean it
It's
sways
an
every
absolute
week?
away.
yo-yo of a league. So you can't just say just because
I've
I'm
been-
bottom this
I've
week.
been top since January. And that's
Apart
what
from
we started.
Celtic, we're an absolute yo-yo of a league. So there's. It
But I
makes a
didn't. I
difference.
didn't do yo-yo. I did a massive jump.
It was ridiculous. It's like
A
you've
pogo stick of a league.
You've been at home flicking
They go
through
down
books
as well,
and
mate.
watching Match of the Day and recording
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I've been.
A hot air balloon of a league.
With infinite fuel.
Yes.
Gravity's really.
Yeah, no, it's really kind of ruining the whole metaphor. Oh, well, right, so what are the, we'll run through the teams and then we'll piss off, shall we?
Okay.
Someone's bitter.
We're not running through the teams again for the third or fourth time.
Self-sabotage from you two. Yeah.
So our
not.
final five-a-side
Did
team.
you write it down, mate?
I did, yeah. But I would have remembered it anyway. Is
Would you?
Edison,
back you.
Van Aanholt, Sanchez, De Bruyne, and Giroud, or
Murray.
Glenn.
Murray. Big Glenn. I'd be happy with either, to be honest.
No, you say that.
You wouldn't be talking about Glenn if it wasn't for me.
We, have a
Olivier-
special, we might be about to have
Also-
a special guest here because Phoebe's mum is trying to FaceTime her.
Just ask her Giroud or Murray.
Yeah,
She
do
had
that.
no idea. She
Well,
didn't know
tell her to
football.
pick one. That's we get on board. No, ask her. Oh, no, that's a bit short. Oh, we've missed her.
Oh, we can always ring
Well,
back.
I guess it's up for Twitter then.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Well, good luck, April Towers.
Yeah.
Well, not good luck, really.
Well, no, we've got a good team.
Good luck with their album, not good luck with the this fantasy football game week.
Certified freaky out June 8th.
Lightning shot off out. Well, I guess now you're listening to it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Tell your friends.
We need to get sponsorship deals in, really, don't we? That's what we're missing. Big Apple logo back there would be nice.
Oh yeah, there is a nice little. Yeah, now we're all three-dimensional and stuff.
Yeah.
And
this is going to be
everyone.
where we're going to be. Doesn't make sense. This is where we're going to be for the next 3 weeks.
Unless the weather picks up again.
Or unless this gets booked, because we don't know how.
Yeah,
to
we're
book
basically going to be alternating between our new studios and
On
the
tour.
park, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
The weather forecast doesn't look promising, no.
What, for the next 3 weeks?
No, for next week.
Well, I guess we're
We
here.
should have a lightning draft bus where we just tour around and do the show from the back of the bus. But I feel like it'd be more a
Well, we've
lightning
got
draft.
nice spectator windows from behind, you know.
It's like a boiler room set, isn't it?
Yes.
I feel really professional up here.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do you?
And with the people in the
So
back.
traditionally, a professional would talk into the microphone, but, but as long as you.
Wow.
Okay, shall we?
Should we wrap up then?
Let's
Leave it like
piss
that?
off.
Let's piss off.
Let's go. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
I've absolutely killed my backpack.
You haven't mentioned.
Dear.
Yeah, I haven't really eaten yet, so I need to eat